This is a good time to say day 4 go.
Yeah.
Day 4 go.
Day 4 go.
Alright guys, we are at Denver, Colorado at Bandimere this afternoon, and we're just in a parking lot, so everybody's kind of just recovering their cars from the 400+ mile drive, which is a pretty grueling experience, but it was so worth it. The scenery was beautiful, as you saw in the last video, and I think we're all ready to race again here in Bandimere. The track is typically on point. The weather is gorgeous here, so I think you're going to see some times, not only from us, but from everybody. It's just going to be an awesome time. Check out these guys. This is kind of the heart and soul of Race Week, really. These guys are building a transmission in the parking lot, about as hardcore as it comes. I think you guys have more soul than I do. How's it going?
Good. Pretty good.
What broke?
I had third gear kind of like synchro wasn't lining up anymore, so it wouldn't go into third under power.
Gotcha.
So,
and you had the parts to fix it with you?
he brought a spare shaft.
Man, what a guy.
Robbed some parts. He thought of everything.
What class are you guys in?
He's in the 6th class.
Oh, cool.
I need that third gear.
Yeah, you need all of it, right? This is
He's,
so cool, man.
On the verge of running a 10-second pass. So.
Sweet. Will that be the fastest pass it's ever run?
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Well, we're rooting for you. What's your name?
Angel.
Angel?
You just saw us.
Cool.
You can find me as the plate right there.
J35 Soul. So the really cool thing about Race Week is there's just a huge variety of cars. You got front wheel drive, all wheel drive, stick shift, automatic, everything else in between. Most importantly, got some hardcore people working on stuff. A lot of people have already left, but last night this parking lot was just a service center for race cars. Things were up on jacks, and we kind of take it for granted because we see it every night, but I figured I'd walk you guys around, you know, just so you can see everything and kind of get a little bit of a feeling for the intensity these people bring to the race. Toro's sitting there. We're gonna go nut and bolt it, change some fluids on it since we gave her a pretty good workout in the mountains, and we'll be ready to race. I really think that wagons and trucks are probably the ticket for these types of events, especially if you can get them light. Got some billet valve covers on this unit with our coil packs. How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
What are you working on?
Mountains were rough last night.
Yeah. Oh, last night you came in late?
Yeah, I got in about 4 a.m.
Oh!
Yeah, it was rough.
Would you guys have a breakdown or what?
Took 3 alternators to get a good one. 3 different guys helped me out, brought me
Dang. So you didn't get to see the scenery as well as everybody else?
I didn't. And then after I got the alternator fixed, then the wheel bearings started howling.
Oh.
So well, I gotta check them out.
Well, at least you got time today.
Yeah, and the other guy that was rolling with me, Mountains probably took out his rear wheel bearings.
Oh man.
So luckily I had a set of 35 spline ones for him.
That's pretty random to have those.
Yeah, well, you never know what you're gonna need on the trip. So I took, gave them those. He's going to the track and they got to press at the track, so he's gonna get them pressed out.
What about your wheel bearings? What are you gonna do with that?
I brought new ones with me.
Oh dang. Okay.
So I was set. So
I guess when you got a wagon, you have enough room to carry a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
That just proves like the smallest things can take you out of the race if you aren't prepared. Especially because like yesterday we were literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
I mean, you couldn't even get fuel, let alone parts.
I was lucky that when the alternator died, I was able to turn off fans, put my dim lights on, get everything turned off, and I was able to get to town phone reception.
Yep.
If it wasn't for that, man, I don't know what the fuck would have happened.
Yeah. Well, glad you made it, man.
Thank you.
Should be good now. You know, when you race on a mountain, most people don't think about it, especially if you're watching TV, but we went up 3,000 feet of elevation, so tune-up's going to change, the engine's going to want different stuff. Luckily, I think this track will be prepped even better, so, you know, our first pass will probably be a good learning experience, and then, just like everywhere else, it'll take us one pass to at least get our feet underneath us, and then we'll just start leaning on it, because this is probably going to be the fastest track of the week, unless Great Bend is not 150 degrees on Friday. So just got to go get a little good baseline, you know.
6 hours.
Doing a fluid change there, Ryan?
Yeah. And then
Get some of this burned up transmission fluid out of here. We're gonna be pretty mean to her today, so I wanted to have every shot she's got, right?
11:037. Cody Hansen right outside looking in. 11:041. So we're talking
Like the Captain Morgan commercial about transmission fluid.
We've only had 2 races.
So how often should you change the transmission?
Good time. That said, attention to the
I don't think you can do it enough. Like, the drives are so hard on it, you know. If you understand how like all this fluid stuff works, they flash point, you know, at a certain temperature, and then the fluid just loses all its properties. So, like on our Nova, we change the oil and transmission fluid every single stop. Not because we necessarily have to, but because it's just an added layer of protection to get us through the week. So, we went 3 days on El Toro because we can't be treating them too nice. But now it's time. I mean, you're driving through the mountains, lugging the transmission down, so it's at least worth a shot, because now we're trying to floor it a little bit. So, you know, you want to have a good transmission behind you, right? Best stickers we've amassed so far. He's got grip tape for our laptop. I can't believe he's the first person, but it is pretty cool. Man, you know, there's people in this world who complain about problems, there's people who fix the problem. I'm the complainer, he's the fixer. Dude, that's so cool. Chess, not checkers.
Goes 572, left lane 611.
575, huh?
Not ideal, but also not a terrible one to just have in the bag if you're having a bad day, you know what I mean? Like, if we do have a problem here that we can't fix, you know, right away, at least we got something that won't drop us completely out of contention. So, it was breaking up going down the track, which is weird. This thing's always burned pretty clean, so we'll find out what it likes and what it doesn't like. See if we can't figure out what's going on. So beyond the spinning, it was starting to miss a little bit going down the track, and we are 100% E85 illiterate when it comes to tuning. You know, we just kind of staying in our realm, but we put E98 in it, the conditions changed, the elevation changed, and we were kind of on the lean side for what ethanol wanted, so it was kind of lean surging and breaking up down the track. So we think for some reason the data logger wasn't working properly that pass. We forgot to clear the file, so we were too full on that, but we consulted a few people. We're gonna fatten it up a little bit and make another pass, so kind of sucks. I guess we got a 575, which isn't great, but hopefully this next pass you know, the engine cleans up and we're good, because this thing's never really ran bad before. But we checked the plugs, everything looked good as far as that, so see what happens.
Pick up 500. 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, everything. ET, mile an hour. I don't know, we're chasing something. We need some luck. Well, we need some luck. It's gonna be a long night.
I think the fuel pump's dying or something.
I think so. We ought to be able to.
I looked down, it wasn't carrying enough fuel pressure. I got an extra fuel pump and I'll start checking the filters.
Well, let's jack it up, put the fans under it, and I'll grab the data and we'll.
It started doing it again. I'm like, I'm letting out.
I mean, it left fine down low.
What?
It left fine down low.
Yeah, 128.
It laid over, you know what I mean?
I just got out of it. I'm like, this thing looks unreal.
No, don't want to f***ing hurt it.
And strap the turbo one in as well. And pull out the calendar for the Nova.
I smell like gas.
Will be done by August probably. There we go, 2191, 65 miles an hour.
The thing about these microglass filters, you can't actually see if they're plugged because it's just so microscopic, like 10 microns. So it could look fine on the outside. It might not have a bunch of garbage in it, but it could also be full. So I honestly don't know the last time this one's been changed. I'm gonna guess it was a long time ago. We'll replace it just because. Always want to make sure your flow is going in the right direction. That could be a bad problem.
The window open. Back there, backing him up.
That's how that's done.
Blame the crew chief.
So we still have no idea what was going on. To be honest with you, like the log didn't really show anything bad like fuel pressure or anything, so we think it's ignition. We found one. Again, we don't know what we're doing tuning the 85, nor do I care, except for right now. And one plug looked significantly different than the others. It looked like it wasn't firing, basically, so we put a new smart coil on it. And we had an extra fuel pump, so we put a new fuel pump on it just to roll everything out. We're literally down. We have like maybe one, maybe two passes left. So like
wholesale changes.
Wholesale changes because it really doesn't matter what it is at this point. It just needs to get fixed and go. So we can stay in the competition. So
You have to race up
it's either gonna go or we're gonna go home early and eat some food. I don't know.
You can drive on the street with a
It leaves good, it's just breaking up at the top of high gear. I don't know. Ignition maybe, I don't know. I don't think we got any more parts to change. We're gonna have to come up with a good plan here.
I mean, honestly, it's got fuel, it's got spark, so like outside of some type of ignition system issue, it's just really strange because it runs fine until it doesn't, you know? It's not like it's messing across the board, it's just at a certain boost level it starts to mess, so I don't know. It's never done it before. They showed a little bit of signs of it in Kearney, so it's like, is it progressing? Or was our tune-up off? You know, we just don't know. Hard to say. We're out of ideas. No, we're just gonna try and move some fuel in around. we looked back at some older logs and there were a little bit of breakup similar in a similar area, but it wasn't like nearly as drastic before when we were in Kearney. So we're thinking maybe the elevation change just like made it worse. And so we're gonna move some fueling around. Hopefully that cleans it up. If not sure. Honestly, it's one of those situations where you're just out of ideas. Like, you tried everything, went through all your basics and everything.
Give them their
nothing shows
shot
any
at the
of it.
track,
It's
and
really kind of a confusing situation,
we'll be racing like crazy
3
here
days into it when
very
it's been
soon.
running fine before. So we'll see what happens, and if not, we got a 575 to turn in, which is not ideal, but keeps us still in second firmly. And then we'll head to Pueblo and think about it and see if we can't figure something out in the meantime.
Made it worse. Maybe we can get around and make one more change. And, I don't know, but it sounded a lot sooner. So something we've done's made the problem worse. Maybe we can back up, go the right direction. That's all we changed. It got worse.
So put it up to 20.
We go the other way.
Go the other way. We ain't hurting plugs.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can think of, Blowing a spark out.
Yeah, put that fan on it. Well, they just said they're going to run another one. So. Added fuel, that pass, added fuel, and it is worse. So I'm hoping maybe that's it is. Maybe we can't burn it. Maybe we got enough condition to burn it, and it's too fast. So we're not going the other direction.
Just lane it out, I guess. What else are you gonna do?
Go one way, it makes it worse. You go the other way.
It ain't burning plugs, so you know what I mean?
One more.
And we do have a couple of takers. We are going to go ahead and run those 3 cars out. The safety lane is currently closed.
Back, so
we will run out the cars that
it made power, but then it made a lot of power. So that means that essentially it just overpowered everything we knew tune-up wise. So we'll see what happens.
At least it's fixed. Struggle was real. We got her fixed. Too much fuel, and the coils would not light the fuel. That was our problem. It just took us a few runs to figure it out. So I'm just excited it's fixed. That's all that matters. We didn't turn in a good pass today, but that gives us some hope for tomorrow. So hopefully it'll pay off, right? Let's go see. Let's see what Garrett does here.
come to find out, we were trying to fix things and we were going the wrong direction all day. So last minute, Red and I decided we were gonna make a Hail Mary and go completely on the other side of the spectrum of air-fuel ratio. Turns out this car likes to run really lean, and you know what they say, every car likes something different. So we made a pass, spun real bad, turned around real quick and made the second to last pass for the night. And it was spinning all the way down the track, but we did go 2/10 faster, so we got a 550 to turn in, which keeps us a lot closer to in the running. So now we head to Pueblo, and hopefully we can do something magical there or whatever, I don't know, but at least we're a lot closer to, and we're gonna hold our second place spot a lot firmer. So not much else you can say, but the good thing is we're not driving to Pueblo scratching our heads, so we got something to go off of when we get there. And from there, we're just doing power tuning. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in, hit the subscribe and like button. We'll see you guys later.
What up, dude?
All right, guys, I know you thought the video was done, but we're on to the next day. Come to find out, while we were rolling up in the lanes, unbeknownst to us, they had closed them. Well, in closing them, there were other people who were wanting to run behind us, but they let us run anyways. So we went at 554 past. Thankfully, we really figured out what was wrong with the car, even though it spun. Come back to the hotel and there's people upset, rightfully so. So this happened to me last year where somebody got a bonus pass after they told people the lanes were closed, and I actually lost the whole event as a result of that by a few hundredths. Had I done that, there's a good chance I would have still won the event. So I just told Matt and those guys, take that pass, throw it away, and take my 575 pass, which now puts us in third, so we dropped down a place. It's just not worth, you know, winning in a situation with a gray area, in my opinion, and I just felt better about the whole situation. So we moved down a place. We're now in third. We're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination, but we're gonna head to Pueblo and see what we can do to make up for it. It's our own fault we didn't get the car running better earlier in the day, so really nothing lost in terms of all that stuff. And had we not got that pass, we wouldn't have had it anyways. So either way, I don't really feel like it affected us in any negative way. So just want to give everybody an update, because the last pass you saw was probably a 554 and you're thinking, why didn't they turn that in and why are they in third place? That's why.